Hey everybody, get the time in here so I have an idea. Okay, trying to keep the videos as short as I can. So basically I was found July of 2009, July 21st, 2009 is when I found out everything as to who my birth father was. He died in 1991, I believe it was. 1990 or 91, one of those years. He was like almost 40 years older than me. His name was Earl. I had a grandpa named Earl as well that I knew my whole life. Earl Howard. This guy was Earl Whitehead. Another thing that's strange about certain things, too, about all this is, okay, let's see. My dad, that I grew up with my whole life, he went in the military when he was 16 years old, but he was only in the military for 4 years. But while he was in the military, he was in the Air Force, he was a cook. That's what he did. Well, turns out that that's what Earl did too, but he did it for a living. That's what he did. He was a cook in the Army, actually. Not the Air Force, but the Army. And he was I think he was stationed at Fort Polk in Louisiana. So that was kind of strange about that little ditty there. I know there were some other similarities. I'm not for sure exactly what those are right off the top of my head, but I know there were some similarities between my parents and my birth parents and stuff. It was kind of strange. Like I said, I got siblings, but because of the situation, they know I've been found. They've seen pictures of me, and I've seen pictures of them and stuff, but I've never actually got to speak to them in person. I've never got to meet them, and as far as I know, unless something changes, I probably never will. And that's okay, because, that's okay, It's not my fault what happened. Wasn't my fault. It's just something that was. Just something that happened. It still grieves me, I guess, because somehow, some way, sometimes I just wish that Patsy wouldn't have never had to gone through that, to go through what she went through. But at the same time, I wouldn't be here if she hadn't went through that. And that's what hurts about it, because I love being alive. I do. I enjoy life. I love being here. I love being able to live and love others and meet different people, and I love to be happy, I love to smile. I love to laugh. I'm in love with my husband, Daryl. Head over heels in love with him so much. And I've had a very good life. Not to say that I haven't had hard times throughout different times of my life. But for the most part, I will have to say that my life is been totally blessed throughout my whole life. I can't complain. There's not a lot I can't complain about, I'm alive, I'm here, I have major stories to tell, a lot of stories to tell, I've been homeless before, I've had a miscarriage before, all sorts of things, but I'm blessed beyond comparison, and I'm just thankful for everything I do have, and that's what it comes down to. So I am very thankful for my life. I am very thankful for being able to be here. But it just hurts sometimes knowing that the way I came through wasn't necessarily, I guess, the way one would think that you should come through, you know. When I was a little kid and I found out I was adopted when I was 5, I used to fantasize about certain things, I guess, about being adopted. Not about being adopted, but about my birth parents. I used to wonder if they were in love, if they were two teenagers, you know, in love, and that I was just a result of that, or if I was a one night, you know, if I was a result of a one night stand. Um, you know, I never really thought about being created out of a forced situation. And that's basically how I came through. I came through by force. But I'm strong, and I've always been strong. From day one, I was strong. I was a fighter. Like I said, Patsy said that her father tried to get rid of me, and I guess I wasn't going to have any part of that. I was going to fight because I knew that I belonged here for a reason. You know, everybody has a reason. Sometimes I wonder what my reason is, but I think a lot of my reason is to be here to help others. Be here to try to help maintain balance in certain aspects and certain things. I've been told that some people, by a couple of people, that they can see that I'm a triple flame. They see triple flamed colors when they speak my name and stuff like that. Just what my name means, you know. My name means fire white, pure fire white. It's derived from Greek. Another thing too is my adopted parents, they were going to name me Kelly Jo. And after they got me, they took me over to one of my aunt's houses. It's actually my mom's aunt, so it would have been my great aunt Laura. And they asked her what the baby's name was, and they told her, oh, her name's Kelly Jo. And she was like, well, if you knew the Kelly I knew, you wouldn't name her that. Well, my dad was like, okay, well, we're not naming her Kelly. So they called the place back and asked them if they could change my name, and they said, yeah, sure, just call us whenever you decide whatever name you want to give her. Well, my foster mother, the lady that took care of me from the time I was born until I was adopted, she had called me Candy, and she spelled it Kandi. And she had given them a little card that basically told them about the first 3 weeks of my life, what my eating habits were, my sleeping habits, etc., etc. She thought I was a little angel because that's what she told my mom and dad, that they were getting a little bundle of joy, a little angel, that I was just really sweet. And they kept my name. They kept that name that was on the card, Kandi, Candy Jo. So now you know how I got my name. So I guess everything happens for a reason, right? I'm here, I'm alive, I'm telling my story. And if there's anybody else out there that might be able to relate to this, that might be in a similar situation, or know somebody that's in a similar situation, and you just need somebody to listen to you about it, contact me. BlueMusicHome@yahoo.com. That's my email. If you want to talk about it over the phone, I can give you my phone number and you can call me. I just want to be able to help anybody and everybody I can, even if that's just sitting there listening and trying to offer up a ear, you know, and offer up advice if they ask for it. So, anyway, that's my story, part of my story. There's just so much more to tell, but that's basically it in a nutshell. I'm a product of something that should have never been. But I'm here for a reason, and as I believe everybody is. And Father God's having his experiences through us. And that's that. Period. It's how we choose to look at things and see things within, because it's all on the inside. This outside world is just an illusion. But I'll make more videos on things like that in the future as well, because I have a feeling that this is probably the best way for me to get things out there to people on how I truly feel is through making videos. I used to be afraid of making videos, but I think I'm starting to get over that fear. So anyways, we'll see you later. Bye.